All right, so we're going to review Nightingale. Let's jump into it. I couldn't wait for Nightingale to come out. I just wanted to see what the world had to offer and to see what the game was about. Other than the graphics being absolutely fantastic with some beautiful textures and light shafts coming through the trees and the crafting system being super complex with lots of different mechanics going on. Other than that, it kind of let me down. I'm supposed to really enjoy the first few hours of the game, and I was struggling through the stamina system every time I went into a fight. It was like I'm either dodging, I can dodge for like a second, and then I have to wait about 20 seconds for my stamina to come back, so then I can attack, or I can attack twice and then step back from the fight and have to just wait for my stamina to come back anyway. And I could not get over the stamina barrier. And 20 hours into the game, I had some food, I had buffs on my clothes that increased my stamina, and that barely allowed me to play the game that I wanted to play. I mean, you shouldn't be struggling through the game for the first 20 hours to get to the point where you can actually play it. I should be able to play it in the first hour or two. Now, apart from the world just looking absolutely fantastic, going into those different biomes, into those new worlds, and those worlds having different creatures in them, and different places and assets and, POIs to explore, there's nothing really in there that gives me the need to, or the want to go and explore it. There's caves, there's these cool buildings that you can go into, but every time I've been into a new building, there's nothing been in it. And when I go into the cave, there's been ores and resources in that cave that's either I can mine or can't mine. But there's nothing in there that creatures that I haven't seen in the normal world. Unlike in Shrouded, I don't get that real need to be like, oh, if I go in that cave, I could get something out of it. And then I go in that cave to just go and explore. When I come back to Nightingale, I'm like walking past that cave because I know that there's going to be nothing in there that I need if I don't need to mine the ore that's in there. And the monsters that are in there are going to be outside. And then I start to lose that kind of love or the kind of sense of exploration, which kind of keeps me attached and wanting to play the game. What I do want to give props for, though, is their crafting system. The crafting system is absolutely fantastic. It has so much customization to it. An axe is not just an axe in Nightingale. You can go out and find different wood that has different stats on it, and you can get those stats and apply them to your weapon. You could get wood that has extra HP. You can get wood that has different stamina regen on it, and you can get that and you can build the handle out of that wood, and you can build it with a different head on it. And that could have different stats on it depending on what ore you've gone to mine to make that axe as well. And that's not just for the axes, that's also for clothing. Different cloth had different stats on it as well. And food, when you combine all the different food combinations, those also have different stats on them as well. It's absolutely fantastic. And just to finish it off, lastly, is that the world doesn't give me that storytelling that I need. The story is great, and there's also VA as well, which is really nice. But I want the world to tell me that it's being taken over by these creatures. When I play Enshrouded, you see the shroud just everywhere. You see the fog. It's always right in front of you. When you go in there, the trees are like all dead and the world is like bare and has these like new mutated plants. This thing feels like the thing that I want this thing to feel like. But when I come back to Nightingale, I'm kind of like, this world it feels broken. There's like buildings that are broken and there's stuff like that. But the world itself on the floor, all there is like beautiful grass. There's luscious trees. There's a lovely blue sky. I'm not getting that this world is being messed up and taken over by these creatures. I do really want that in my world if it's going to keep me playing it. All right, guys. So just my reviews, just to kind of sum it up, is that I am a bit disappointed about the game. There are a few things that I would like to be better. These things can obviously be changed in the future. I'm going to continue playing it just to see if things change. But that's kind of me so far. Really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.